Greetings and welcome everybody here to the Chris Salcedo Show on Newsmax TV. Our nation continues to endure unprecedented attack from left-wing extremists in our culture and government. Many people are distressed about the crippling debt, the lawless behavior, and the in-your-face corruption that is being regarded as normal by the biased press and their allies in the Socialist Democrat Party. But questions are being raised by conservatives about the occupier of the Oval Office, a man who is allegedly running the country in the same manner that he ran for president, from the basement. If it ain't Joe, who's running the show? That's the question we ask in tonight's preamble. It's clear to even the casual observer that Joe Biden isn't in charge of the breathtaking lurch left our nation has been forced to endure these past 7 weeks. We had clear signals, however, of Mr. Biden's challenges before his occupation of the Oval Office and immediately after he took office.
For Secretary of Health and Education Service, I nominated Javier Baccaria.
You know, the rapidly rising I don't know, his just inability to focus on any federal responsibility.
Just since the outbreak, it's taken more than 100 years. Look, here's the lives. When you think about it.
The only way to spare more pain and more loss, the only way. These millstones no longer mark our national mourning. These milestones, I should say, no longer mark our national mourning.
More recently, Mr. Biden couldn't remember the name of his very own defense secretary.
So I want to thank you both, and I want to thank the former general. I keep calling him general, but the guy who runs that outfit over there. I want to make sure we thank the secretary for all he's done to try to implement what we've just talked about, and for recommending these 2 women for promotion.
Yeah, that guy over there. I think it's important to note that whenever the Democrats, they get caught in trying to pull a fast one on the American people, they usually double down or triple down on the lie. Look at Governor COVID Cuomo and the thousands of deaths he caused in New York's nursing homes. Look at Barack Hussein Obama and his myriad lies about Obamacare. What about Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky? In typical left-wing fashion, the Democrat socialists who run the White House and Joe Biden's life decide they'll just lie to us all and keep Biden from confirming what we already know.
And then if I could just...
Let's go, you guys. Come on, press. We're going to move out. Let's go, press. Let's go. Come on, press. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Crisis at the border, sir. Let's go, you guys. Come on. Come on, let's go. Thank you, guys. Thanks so much.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Did you guys hear how they were talking to the press? They sounded like cattle bosses wrangling the cattle, right? Yeah, come on, press. Come on, press. Get along, little doggy. Yeah, the sad thing, the lemmings in the press, they just go, okay, whatever you say, not wanting to embarrass their political party, the Democrats. This dynamic has led to some to ask, what does the press actually do when there are socialist administrations? Folks like my pal Dana Lash.
I wish that the media talked as much about the civil war that is on the left as they try to pick apart the right, because where are Democrats going? I mean, who's driving this ship? Who's in charge of the Democrat Party? Because apparently it's not Joe Biden. And even if it was, I don't think that we would know, because we actually can't hear from him.
That's right. That's right. We can't hear from him. Biden set a record for most days that a newly minted occupier of the Oval Office actually has gone without holding a press conference. Apparently, he needs time to prepare. Now, compare Biden's lack of responsiveness to a passive press with President Trump. President Trump was more available to the press, too much so, in my opinion, than Biden or Obama. But to Joe Biden, I say this. What are you afraid of, pal? Come on, man. Nobody in the biased press will dare ask you anything of substance or anything that is considered challenging. Look at what they ask your spokesperson.
I'm curious because I'm a huge fan of rescue dogs. Is Major still there? There's a report that he left. And did he bite somebody? Does Major bite?
I don't have any. I don't have any specifics. I don't have any updates for you, Mika, on the reports about an incident. But what I can tell you, as a dog lover, I know you are, is that Major and Champ are part of the Biden's family. They're members of the family.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. Soaring healthcare costs, the China virus, massive debt, high unemployment, rising energy prices, and a full-blown humanitarian crisis at the border. And the really important issues surround Major, Biden's dog, and an alleged biting incident. You know, I guess I should count my blessings. It could have been another vapid question about the plight of the millionaire Duke and Duchess of Sussex. If the socialists at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue want to let Joe and Dr. Jill Biden play White House, I'd almost be inclined to let them. But sadly, someone in that executive branch is using Biden's name and authority to do some real and lasting damage to my country. And that's why I think we need to put a face to our nation's pain. Hey, maybe Oprah will score an interview. That way, you know, we can all know.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, where real news for real people.